How's it going, everybody? We got an event video for you, and good news. This actually seems like it's going to be a decent event. This is for Darkhawk. This is going to be the release method, and it's Blitz. So, of course, we got Scotty here, the Blitz Master, the Event Master. He's going to break down various tracks for us so we can get the most Darkhawk imaginable, or so we can be super lazy and do the minimum required to simply get what we need to get from this event. How's it going, brother?
Good. How are you?
Good. You ready to Blitz?
Already doing it, loving it.
Let's go. Let's get into it right now. All right, so first things first, let's look at this web milestone where we got to earn alliance credits. Why don't you break this down first? It seems like it's pretty straightforward.
It is. I had told people to wait on donating because I was trying to figure out how to save people some cores. But unfortunately, because of the other event going on, the Werewolf Warzone event, we all have to do 50 core donations anyway. So unfortunately, that is out the window. So you are going to donate 50 cores, claim your daily objective, and collect the 5 boxes. And that's going to get you over the 700 points needed. Just be careful of when you're claiming, because there is a chance that, just because unfortunately Alliance donations don't line up with the event times, chance that you could claim boxes before you're supposed to. So just try to keep track of that so you don't accidentally claim too much one day and screw yourself over the next.
All right, fair enough. All right, let's move on. This is now the actual event, so we're earning orb fragments via Blitz and also spending power cores. You know, they got to get paid. You know, they're starving over there. They're laying off art people, for crying out loud. The people that we all just objectively think are the best part of the game. They laid them all. Anyway, let's not get into that. So let's break this down piece by piece. We got Milestone 18. Scott, why don't you walk us through what we're doing for Milestone 18?
So you are earning Celestial Talon Orb Fragments from Blitz, but you're also getting them from that monthly milestone that we just talked about. So you're getting 2,000 from that every day, as long as you're getting the 700 Alliance credits. Power cores are worth 10 points this time, so this is different from the Beta Ray Bill one where they were only worth 5, so that does help a little bit. But you're still not going to be completing it, even spending, a decent amount of power cores without buying offers. So Milestone 18 seemed like the not most realistic, but the within graphs of some people, which are going to be spending 550 power cores a day, which is obviously a lot. But that will get you 40 Darkhawk. So there's an extra 20 Darkhawk that milestone will get you. And you're going to get there by once again doing the web milestone, spending the 550 cores. There is a daily free claim. And then you're doing blitz battles 8 rotations a day for 7 days. The median that a lot of people are seeing is 40, but you are getting on average higher than that. So I did 50. Some people are actually doing higher, like 55 or more. I'm doing 50 just I like to try to underestimate just so that people don't get disappointed, but probably you're going to be getting better because they're every time I do a rotation, I've seen multiples in the hundreds, and not many below the 40. So I think you on average are going to be getting more than 50, but just kind of wanted to set expectations as low as possible. But with all that, milestone 18, yeah.
Cool. All right, so one step down, milestone 17. I see we're saving ourselves a good chunk of power cores and just dropping the 20 Darkhawk shards.
Yeah, so I mean, most people spend 200 a day, but also with the Pegasus event that people might be farming the catalysts in, that might be a good place to spend them to get the 300. You're still blitzing the same amount, still completing the web milestone, but you're missing out on 20 guaranteed Darkhawk fragments. It won't change unlocking Darkhawk. But it also gets you at least 250 focus catalysts at that milestone too, which a lot of people need. So I think it's a good milestone to aim for a lot of people.
I agree. All right, so that one's not so bad. We got milestone 16. Ooh, 0 cores. I like 0 cores.
0 cores, but it's still a lot of blitzing. And the way that you can kind of think of it is, if you miss a blitz rotation, you basically have to spend a little over 200 power cores to make up for it.
What? That's
in this calculation.
Okay. Oh God. Oh, my head hurts after hearing that. Okay.
If this is what you're aiming for milestone wise, just like to think about it. Like if you miss one and you're still aiming for this milestone, depending on your luck, you may have to spend about of 200 power cores to make up for it. But it also depends on what your drops are, like when you're doing your other blitz rotations. But a blitz rotation gets you a little over 2,000 points. So 200 power cores times 10 is 2,000. So that's kind of just the way I kind of think of it.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Okay, so then moving on to milestone 15, looks like we're dropping those health catalysts, which just like the focus catalysts, they're kind of like the second most in demand. So
Yep.
what are we doing here? We still blitzing until our eyes bleed?
It's 7 rotations a day, so you can miss one.
Okay.
Still getting the free claim, still doing the web milestone, but it's just a little less intensive for people.
Okay. And we are
Once
winning.
again, depending on your drops, because you may, I don't know, get a 2,000 or something. I haven't seen it, but maybe it's out there.
Maybe it's out there. All right, moving on to milestone 14. Now we're actually dropping Darkhawk shards here now.
Yeah, so now you're only getting 10 of the guaranteed. You're still getting quite a bit from like your orbs from the rotations and the web milestone. It's just you're dropping some of those, so you may have to add up like depending on your drop, see where you're trying to get to. But then you're only doing 6 rotations a day. You're still getting that 7 red kestrel, which will be helpful for lots of people who want that team and don't have gold promos, to spare. Um, but I thought that was still a reasonable milestone for people to aim to.
Yep, for sure, for sure. Milestone 12, we're dropping that 7 red star kestrel, which I think a lot of people probably already have. And here we're doing 0 cores, and we're still doing how many rotations now?
4. So this is to basically get the monthly item, 10 Darkhawk shards, still completing the web milestone, 0 cores, but doing 4 rotations a day, which I think is reasonable, and this should still get you the unlock.
Right on, right on. All right, then we're moving on to the next event, which is the Werewolf War Zones. We're playing war battles, and we're earning allied supply 2 fragments. This one's pretty straightforward as well. So we got milestone 17. This is the higher end one. What are we doing?
Well, it's straightforward, but I'm a little bit more annoyed about this one because it is directly comparable to the last Werewolf Warzone we just had, and the total needed is still the same. The monthly items are still at the same points, but they're giving us significantly less gold in it. They're giving us significantly less orbs as a free claim.
Ooh.
The last time they gave us 2,000 a day per person. They're only giving us 500 this time. Last time there wasn't a limit on the war attacks. This time there is, so it's back to 10 attacks per person or a full clear.
Okay.
So if you're full clearing, you do not need to worry about canceling because as long as you're full clearing, like you're getting those 10 attacks over the 2 wars, like each of the 2 wars. But it is significantly less points than the Werewolf Warzone that we previously had. I think it was like a couple weeks ago. You still have to get the 5 donation boxes, so that's why when I was trying to save people cores on the Alliance credits milestone, you really can't because you need to be doing the 50 cores for this one anyway. But milestone 17 is basically the max that you're going to be able to get to without people in your alliance buying offers. It's still a decent milestone. You are just missing out on, I think it's like a couple million golds because at 17. Yeah, you're missing out on 5.5 million gold at that point. And there's some gold promos and dark promos up there as well. Last time you could get, I think it was into the, let me see. Last time we could get into the 900k range, doing basically the same stuff because the free claim was a lot better. And that was without even maxing your attacks. Like if you actually were able to milk like 14th attacks out, you could actually get to the second last milestone.
Oh, wow.
So not only did they cut the gold, but they also made it harder to get to the less gold, which is
Double
spooky
whammy.
to me.
Double whammy.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. I like the limit on the attacks because then we're not like incentivized to lose. I think that's stupid. Obviously, I don't.
But why'd
like
you make
it.
the free claim worse?
Yeah.
The free claim shouldn't be worse.
Free claim should be better, right? To make
Yeah.
up for that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Milestone 12, the monthly items. What we got to do? Oh, this one's
So
really easy.
this is just like I'm trying to think of people that maybe like don't have a full alliance. They're just trying to get to those monthly items. They're not getting all their attacks in. Like this is basically like the minimum that you would have to do with a not full alliance and people that just don't care about war. Like you don't have to do a 50 core donation, 6 attacks per war with just like only 20 people doing the free claims and stuff. That'll at least get you. I think it's even the milestone paths the monthly items because you would really have to basically not try to get the monthly items, which is good.
Okay, perfect. Let's move on over to game because we just got word that they may be screwed up. I know they would never screw up, and they didn't put a limiter on the werewolf we were just talking about. So it's still win or lose war battle. There is no limit on that.
Super.
Super duper. You can check out the Discord for the renewed math on that, but it's still going to be less than last time because the points needed are the same, but the free claim is worse. So stay tuned.
Or are they gonna? They might put it back. That's the issue. They did this before and they brought it back. So
yeah,
I'm not redoing the math until I know what they're doing on that.
Yeah, the math never ends. You could literally wait till everything is in game and then still something changes. So we'll see if they put that limiter on it or if they just say, screw it, everybody go lose your matches and be merry. But so if we're going down here, if we're looking at milestone 17 is where we could cap at minus the new no limit. We're getting that 1 million gold, 2.5, 3 million gold, 3.5 million, 4 million gold, 4.5, and then that's just 5 million gold and 50,000. So pretty good gold from that. I like that. And then we're getting those allied supply for orbs, 200 dark promos, some gold promos. Oh, even more dark promos. They're raining that stuff on us now. Really good rewards in here. And if we check those bottom milestones, that's a heavy price tag. Now, with the new no limit thing, maybe you can get a little bit closer. It's funny that the gold promos are on the bottom one. I would say that milestone 19 is probably the highest value milestone to reach before spending too much money on it. Would you agree, or do you think that 2.5 million gold makes milestone 20 better than 19?
I mean, that's a lot of gold. It just, I guess, it depends, I guess, if the war attack thing really doesn't have a limit on it, because that'll make it, you'll actually be quite close to the final milestone. But it's still like 4 million gold. That's like, I don't know, like $30 or something worth.
Yeah. Yeah, in Scopely dollars. Don't forget, it's always in Scopely dollars. All right, so stay tuned for the Werewolf Warzone. You can check in the Discord. If they don't put the limit on it, we'll have a little update, but otherwise, I expect it to suck. So then we got the Fight or Flight. This is going to be our blitzing, so there's no limit on blitz. Earn the orb fragment, spend the power cores. We were getting down to, what was our highest milestone we were getting to? Was it was the
17? I want to say
17 with the osmium? I can check real quick. Not
18.
One.
18 was like 550 cores a day. 17 was the more realistic 300 cores a day.
Okay.
Or 0 cores at 16.
Yeah, so if we're looking at like how big of a jump you need to get to that milestone 20 for that, it's really nice deck gear, right? 40 of each gear to 18 with the 25 of the osmium, which is really nice, plus 30 Darkhawk shards. Look, that's nice. It's going to have a big price tag on it. That's an additional 95,000 points. And then the Elite 7, 2 Elite 7s, I don't put too much value on that. Gear Tier 17s, I don't put too much value on that. 240 T4 is going to depend where your account is at. The rest of the stuff, though, looking pretty good. Like you said, I like those catalysts. Those 6 red stars just kind of are what they are. That 7 red star Kestrel, hopefully at least one person benefits from that. Didn't already have her done. And then, I mean, the orbs are the main reward, right? It's the Darkhawk shards where we're getting the majority of the shards for him. Hopefully people can end up with a nice 4-star Darkhawk. I'm going to give it a try right now. Let's see. We got 2 orbs. Let's see what the drop rates are like here. So it's 2 to 30 shards, with the 30 having a really low drop chance, and the 2 shards having a really, really high drop chance. Left pillar, we got some consumables. We got some gold. So training materials and gold. And then we got some catalysts. At least there's some teal catalysts in here. Let's go ahead and open up 2 orbs and see what we get. Streamer luck. Nope. Streamer luck. Still nope. Oh, 4. There we go. Cool. These orbs, have we done the math on what they average? Because normally they average about 3 per orb. I'm going to say that's probably not the case. Probably closer to 2.5 with that 70% drop chance. But I don't do math, so we're going to end the video. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Thank you so much, Scotty, for breaking it down for us so that we know what we can aim at for whatever our goals may be. And just bye. Yeah, just bye.
Bye.
That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.